You're blocking the drop curb, I can't get across the road. This is a classic example, happens so often. Because there is a programme for drop curbs, because anything to do with highways is really expensive. So he's sitting and he's seen now. He may have realised, because he panicked a bit then, you see. And I've got to say thank you. Yeah, you're blocking the drop curb, I can't get across the road. They don't even see it's there. He'll probably back up over it again when we've gone, we'll see. Don't get me started on Voy, because I was promised by Voy that this kind of thing would not happen with the bikes or the scooters. And I said I find that very hard to believe. And here we are, several years later, a good example of how the higher scooters or bikes are just abandoned. They didn't like me using the word abandoned, but I did, because that's what's happened and happens in lots of places. The scooters and the e-bikes, I cannot use them, and neither can people with a visual impairment. Yeah. And yet we're the people that come across this on our daily, trying to go about our daily business, that these things are abandoned on the pavements. We get no benefit from them whatsoever, and I'm really annoyed that they promised that they would keep on top of this, and they clearly haven't and don't. So I'm pretty much stuck. I could risk scratching the car, but that would be a shame, wouldn't it, if I did that? They'd probably say it was my fault, so I'm not going to go any further down this way. Well, I can go on the road, which is something I've had to do many, many times. So obviously that's dangerous. It's a problem for people who've got children in buggies, especially if you've got a double buggy, and for people with a visual impairment, whether they're using a stick or they have a guide dog, getting through a narrow space like that is really problematic. A guide dog would be like, that's not wide enough for the two of us. This is now in my way, because I didn't want to do it there because of losing control. So that is, thank you. And this is what puts me off. You know, I'm just at a point now where, like, do you know what? I'll just stay in the house. It shouldn't be the way. But you know, this is not particular to this area or this city. It's a national problem. You see this incline? I would lose control of the wheelchair going down that incline now, because it's sloping that way. So I can just about do it going straight across, but I'm already going there, so I can't actually use that because it dips as well. I mean, I could probably get in on behind that car, but I don't know whether there's a curb on the other side of that alleyway. I can't see from here, but I'm not going to go down this one because I'm losing control of the wheelchair on. One woman I challenged near my house, because I could just about get through, and I said, you know, you haven't left much room for me there. Well, you got through, didn't you? And I said, well, yeah, but only just. Well, you got through.